he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And the wideout in motion. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football, go make a play, and accumulate those interceptions.
Forward defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I be playing these CFM games against cats thinking like
after
they're
the play on the ground, that brings up
and like
second
I gotta
down
come
here.
out ready to fucking like lock in and stop the passing game and all kind of shit. These niggas come out and run the ball like 30 times.
To throw with Simeon. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at
and that
third
shit
down.
So frustrating because it'd be like down and distance situations where I'll be like, okay, they probably gonna pass here. I'm gonna send some heat. And these niggas will still come out and run that bitch. And I'll be like, fucking virgins, bro. These niggas like all of the spam, like, and then they be posting in the chat how they got like 3,000 yards rushing like 10 games into the season. I'd be like, y'all some fucking moves, bro.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Simeon on third down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A first down as it's Simeon with a hook up to Sanders.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
On second down, Anderson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
All right, partner, let's go back over the last couple of plays. Sack, loss of yards on a running play. Not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
Simeon. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Dorsett on the return.
If it don't work on CFN, CFN, they call that shit all the fucking time, bro. It's just crazy.
A very nice job.
And then I put my shit on conservative and still give up like 30 broken tackles a game to these cats.
Here, 1st and 10. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Like fucking Le'Veon Bell, 96 overall.
This season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
Aiken the man in motion. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Let's go. Back to throw now on first down. It's caught. Kamar Aiken. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Somebody gonna buy it. Somebody gonna get tired of waiting.
1st and 10 now.
I want to play with him before fucking most fears.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's gonna flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Second and 5. Let's go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5.
I pull every legend pack.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from
I pulled
week
a,
to week,
I'm saying for legends. Like,
they want it to be.
I'm trying to pull a legend. They're not giving you good legend pulls.
This game as well.
So the run moves
I pulled the 89
Brandon
Graham for the Eagles. He got the 200K.
Now the 4th-year man
And
from
then
Texas A&M, Kristen Michael.
And I got my shot on
pressure
conservative.
defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it.
CFN so aged, bro. There's so much random shit you can't control. Niggas be eating off that shit. 1st and goal at the 4, they call holding on a fucking halfback draw. Just he running like back zone coverage.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up,
yeah,
then you've got
Brandon
real trouble
Graham,
trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Somebody else that went for like 200K. The 88 Steve Atwater. Yeah, that was a team of the
Looking to
week
jam
bundle.
the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The slot man in motion right.
He already had the high one, so
play
no
off
wonder I was like,
quickly.
damn, I can get the second one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the tackle. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Not yet. I'm waiting until I get a shot, too.
Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on
He's
the
so
year.
glitchy, man.
And the
He bailed me
Colts
in a lot of
are
weeks.
gonna
Well, not
take
bailed
the
me because
first
I was already
quarter
winning, but he
lead.
sealed a lot of wins and
And this is
weekends.
good to make it 7-0.
Making clutch picks. So I was like, that Sean T played any better.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away.
Yeah, I think I still got that Cyprian because he's mad.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up
back
past the 30. And Denver getting set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Six yards to go here on 2nd down. Again, Anderson. Oh, what a move. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they won't bump that to his resume reel, but that might be one of the best 1-yard runs I've seen.
From the gun on 3rd, Senior. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
And I was already like 2-6 when I got the invite.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
I just wanted some more practice against the
side
fucking
judge here.
all
He
Madden
says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
coverage.
And now
Like cats can sit in cover 4 on all Madden,
and they're hoping to redo
and
their
like
efforts
cover
in the
4
last
beaters
drive when they
don't
got into
work.
the end zone.
So
And
like
just
they
think of what
really
it's
can
like
just sit
now
and
on the
stand that shit
sideline,
all
because
game.
when you
And
score a
you gotta like
touchdown, you
check
have to go over
down.
and look at the tablet and see
So
what you
they
did
gonna
on
get
the
fucking
last drive.
interception.
When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Aiken, the man in motion. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big run there by Freeman. 69 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
They got it set for 86 to 87. I'm waiting on them to do something, bro. I'm trying to hold on to elites unless they go for a lot.
Right. They'll run here with Freeman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
That's so bad. Hey, what? Why not?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Detroit! Set! All right, now look at 56.
Looking to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-0. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Let's go!
Here's Simeon now on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
No, check. Patriot! Here we go. Boom, landed. Detroit! There we go now. Check. Patriot! Boom, landed. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Dorsett. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Damn, Digger.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And some space here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. or you can fake that running play and throw something deep
Input
over the
lag.
top.
My
Or you now
fucking
feel like you have an extra
CFM.
down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on
40-second
third
play
down.
clock.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I got it. Yeah, I'm working overtime. It's some bullshit. All right.
Let's go. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Here we go now. Leopard. All right, now look at 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Domata Peko able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Now let's go. Green. All right, now look at 56. Lucky Leopard.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Lamar, Brendan Langley. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. After the interception, here's Simeon. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Second and 10, Simeon again. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Was trying to extend the one open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now.
From the gun, here's Simeon. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Von Miller in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this.
Go ahead and take a seat. He can't stop me.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Tight left. Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now. Gun. Control. Leopard.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Kamar Aiken, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
36.
The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's fielded at the 34. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Simeon. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Simeon, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
The Colts on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
They'll look to throw here. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
Let's go. Philly, here we go.
Back to the air, Simeon on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Simeon now to throw. Being chased out. Now Simeon stripped. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. The big fella. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And coming out now, the Broncos. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So we hit halftime, and we've seemingly lost communication with Larry. Good news, though, both teams somehow already back on the field and ready for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. 2nd down and 4.
Let's go!
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Let's go! Blue landed! All right, now look at 56. Go!
Again, it's Charles. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
Back to throw here. To the right side to Aiken. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now it's Freeman. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Freeman again. And some room to roam now. That good for 19 and a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And it's third down. The Colts on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Colts send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd and 10, Simeon looking deep for Demarius. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. And he'll be brought down around the
the 7-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Green 39! Green 39! Gone! 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 Leopard! Leopard! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot!
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's caught by Moncrief. Indianapolis touchdown. Dante Moncrief with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They begin the drive with Charles. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second down following the run. Back to throw, Simeon. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll fake it. Now Simeon under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. Simeon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll run it now out of the gun. Big hold to the 30. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devontae Freeman, 82 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. So the Broncos coming out now. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Set. 3-19.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Too little, Jeff.
Charles getting the handoff from Simeon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Broncos on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 8.
Green 39. Detroit.
A first throw for the backup Lynch. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. John Simon in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a good hit there and knocked down hard. You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Freeman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Aiken, the man in motion.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Over.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Time running out here on the play clock. Looking to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 20.
Look at the spin.
Balance.
He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Now let's go.
On 1st down, it's Simeon. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Booker. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, watch 13, watch 13.
Let's go.
3rd and long. It's Simeon. He'll find the rookie from La Tech. It's Carlos Henderson. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This is Freeman, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Watch it now.
Play clock winding down. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Now Simeon. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jabal Sheard in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. On second down, Jamal Charles. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Ten yards to go on 3rd. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now it's Lynch, eluding the pressure right. Now he's got it at the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Throwing here, Lynch on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Lynch with it on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They find some open field here. Philip Dorsett by himself. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Now Jamal Charles on 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.